What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. We are back with a This Week in Destiny for week 3 of Season of the Lost. So if you want to find out everything to expect about the week ahead, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below. And remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Just over 70% of the viewers on the channel aren't currently subscribed. So be sure to hit that red button and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss an update. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now as always, before we jump into the meat of today's video, I want to first invite you all to the Jarv Community Hub. This is our fast growing community Discord with nearly 7,000 incredible guardians. So if you'd like to talk about Destiny, share your god roles, or get fire teams together to get anything done, then be sure to jump in, and it's available to absolutely everyone, and the link to the Discord can be found down in the video description below. Now jumping back into today's video, we have week 3 of season 15, Season of the Lost, and with that we have the continuation of the Wayfinder's Voyage quest. Now unlike in previous weeks, there are a few extra steps this week, some of which are classified, and Petra has some concerns over Crow's behaviour too. So there's some interesting things to take place in Destiny this week, so this week's weekly reset is definitely not one to miss out on. Now, as well as the continuation of the Astral Alignment activity, we'll also have a brand new Shattered Realm to get our teeth into too. This is called the Ruins of Wrath, and it's based over on the moon. We've visited the Tangled Shore and the European Dead Zone so far, so this week we get to visit an old dreadnought and also the Shrine of Savathûn. So there definitely seems like a lot to discover this week, as well as finding out exactly what the grievances Petra has in regards to Crow and where this could likely lead for the rest of the season. Now whilst we're working our way through the Wayfinder's Voyage quest, we'll also be digging deeper into the Shattered Realms, so make sure to upgrade those Wayfinder's compasses, and you can do this by completing some of the seasonal challenges each and every week, and we'll be covering this week's seasonal challenges later in the video. Now as well as the continuation of the Wayfinder's Voyage quest, we'll also see the return of Trials of Osiris at the weekend. Now the event has been completely reworked with a focus on winning rounds rather than winning entire matches. Saint 14 has also been updated, which shows an entire upgrade path similar to other vendors that we see over in the tower, as well as exclusive Trials of Osiris loot that we can earn throughout the event. Now we'll have a video breaking down all the changes to Trials later in the week, so be sure to stay stuck to the channel to keep up to date. Now moving on to the raid challenge for this week, it moves on to Out of Its Way, and this is the Templar raid challenge found in the Vault of Glass. Now by completing this challenge you'll get an additional chest from the encounter, and if you can complete this on the master difficulty, you'll also grant yourself access to a time loss weapon. Now to complete the challenge this week, you need to stop the Templar from teleporting throughout the entire encounter, effectively one phasing the boss in this fight. Now fusion rifles are king this season, so make sure to don those sleeper simulants or 1000 voices if you have them, and you should have very little difficulty in taking him out. Now if you can complete this challenge, you'll get your hands on the time loss version of the Fatebringer. Now all the time loss weapons come with a guaranteed curated role with 2 perks in the 3rd and 4th column. So if you've been chasing down the god roll for Fatebringer, then you'll need to jump into the master version of the Vault of Glass to try and get the raid challenge underway. Now as for armor, the high stat armor for the Vault of Glass this week focuses around discipline. So if you're looking for those high discipline rolls for your Warlock for example, then make sure to jump into the Vault of Glass this week. Now as for the Crucible Rotator this week, this will be Team Scorched. This is one of the quicker game modes in the entire Crucible rotation. So if you're looking for some quick Crucible ranks, be sure to jump in there for some easy pinnacle loot. As for Gambit, we have bonus Gambit ranks all week long, so whether you're chasing down the God Roll on the Scout Rifle or looking to gild your Dredgen title, be sure to jump into Gambit to get some easy Gambit ranks. Now as for the Nightfall this week, this will be Exodus Crash over on NEXUS. Not one of the most popular Nightfalls or even strikes in Destiny 2, but a great source of parallax trajectory, endgame upgrade materials, exotics, and even Nightfall exclusive weapons. As for the weapons, so far we've had the Chameleon Shotgun with the Shattered Price Auto Rifle, and also the Hothead Rocket Launcher and the Hung Jury Scout Rifle. So this week we'll see one of the penultimate pairings of duo weapons introduced with the Nightfall in Season 15. Sadly we're not too sure exactly what that pair will be, but as soon as we do, we'll update the pinned comment in the comment section down below. Now next up we're going to move on to Europa. Now the Eclipse Zone for this week will rotate around to Eventide Ruins. So once again, if you're still working on those augments from Beyond Light, then be sure to head over there to find your targets. As for the Empire Hunt, the Master Empire Hunt is a fantastic source for pinnacle loot, and this week we'll see the Dark Priestess in rotation. So once again, make sure to get those fire teams together and head over to the Dark Priestess to get some easy pinnacle loot. Now, alongside the Empire Hunt, we also have a new EXO challenge. This will be Simulation Survival, and once again, make sure to get this simulation done, as the EXO challenge is also a fantastic source for pinnacle loot. And if you're still working towards that 1330 power cap for this season, these are perfect opportunities to get some easy power gains. Now, this brings us nicely onto the new seasonal challenges for week 3 of season 15, and much like the first 2 weeks of this season, we have 10 new seasonal challenges to get our teeth into. Now, one of those is called the Wayfinder's Voyage 3, so we need to use the Wayfinder's Compass to complete the Wayfinder's Voyage quest for this week, and also defeat Taken and Hive anywhere in the system. As well as this, we also have the Umbral Wayfinder 3, where we need to focus tier 2 or greater Umbral engrams at the Prismatic Recaster in the Helm. And as well as this, we'll also need to open Wayfinder's Troves in the Astral Alignment activity. Now, next up we have Initiate Ley Liner, and we need to complete rounds of the Astral Alignment and defeat Taken with the Taken Relic. Now, all 3 of those seasonal challenges will grant Wayfinder's Compass calibration level, which are critical to upgrading your Wayfinder's Compass and unlocking additional perks and upgrades. So make sure to get those 3 done at least to keep you on track for season 15. Next, we have Astral Telemetry 1. With this challenge, we need to gather parallax trajectory from playlist or astral alignment activities, or from ascendant anchors which are found in destinations and over in the Shattered Realm. And in total, we need to collect 4,500 parallax trajectory. Next up, we have Sacred Scorcher, and we need to defeat Guardians in Team Scorched, which is back this week, and we earn bonus progress for charge detonations, and you need to defeat 50 targets in total. Next, we have Primeval Entourage, and we need to defeat Taken in Gambit and earn bonus progress for defeating tougher combatants, and for this you need to defeat 100 targets. Next, we have the Light Moon Rising, so over on the moon you need to earn progress by completing bounties, patrols, public events and lost sectors. Now, next up we have Challenger's Apogee, and we need to reach the power level 1320 by earning powerful rewards and prime engrams. So your base power level will need to be 1320, excluding any bonuses you have from your seasonal artifact. And the penultimate 2 challenges for this week are long range calibration, so you need to calibrate long range weapons such as pulse rifles, bows and trace rifles over on the moon, and you grant bonus progress for any combatants defeated in lost sectors. And the final challenge for this week is called Ultimate Champion, and you need to defeat champions in any nightfall on hero difficulty or higher, and you earn bonus progress at higher difficulty tiers too. And as with previous seasons, if you can complete at least 75 of the seasonal challenges this season, this will complete the Master of All seasonal challenge. This will grant a large bright dust pile, which you can use to purchase cosmetics over at Tess over at Eververse. So whether you want to buy some sweet new season 15 gear or wait for Witch Queen in season 16, the choice is entirely yours, but you'll need to at least complete 75 challenges first to grant yourself that large pile of bright dust. Now, speaking of bright dust, this brings us perfectly onto what Tess has available for bright dust upon this week's weekly reset. Now, the first item on offer in the main featured section is the Firebreak Warden. This is an exotic ship that was introduced in Season of the Splicer, so if you missed out on this, you can add this to your collection for 2,000 bright dust. Now, next up we have the Archangel's Alacrity. This is a new exotic sparrow that was introduced this season, very much Warmind themed, so if that's your thing and you want to add this to your collection, this will set you back 2,500 bright dust. Next we have the Stasis Entrance. This was introduced back in Season of the Hunt. So if you like to mix up your spawning animations and add a few extra transmat effects to your collection, this will set you back 450 bright dust. Next we have the Lion's Pride. This is a brand new shader introduced with Season of the Lost. Now shaders now cost 300 bright dust, so if you like the look of this, be sure to add this one to your collection. Now over in the main Bright Dust store, we have the Ninja's Vanish. Massive shout out to Ivy for sharing this clip. If you want to add this one to your collection though, this will set you back 3,250 Bright Dust. Next up we have exotic armor ornaments. For the Hunter, it'll be for the Raiden Flux. This is the Nano Redux. And for the Titans, it will be for your Doom Archers, and this would be for the Husk Crushers. And for your Warlocks, it would be for your Crown of Tempests, and this would be Diadem of the Deceit. So if you like the look of any of those, each one will set you back 1,500 Bright Dust. Next we have the 4 Degrees of Separation. Now this is very much a divinity themed sparrow introduced back in Season of the Undying. So if you missed out on this, much like I did, this will set you back 2,500 Bright Dust. Next we have the Tachyon 4, a huge Olamon exotic ship which was introduced back in the Season of Dawn. So if you like the look of this will set you back 2,000 Bright Dust. Next we have Eager Beaver, a rare emote introduced back in Season of Arrivals. So if you're filling out your emote wheel, this will set you back 400 Bright Dust. The penultimate item on offer is the Cyber Optics. This is the exotic weapon ornament for your Eyes of Tomorrow. So if you want to mix up the look on your Eyes of Tomorrow, then you can pick this up for 1250 Bright Dust. And the final item on offer this week is called the Lost Projection, a brand new one introduced this season, and this will set you back 1500 Bright Dust. So there we have it, guys, a good look at everything that we can expect for week 3 of season 15, Season of the Lost. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, and I will catch you all again very soon.